Hello, and welcome to the commencement ceremonies for our wonderful graduates. I am Karen Wood, Associate Professor of Nursing and Faculty Senate President, and I am honored to kick off this celebration of your accomplishments. This event is extra special, as it coincides with the 175th anniversary of St. Xavier. We continue in the same spirit of mercy that guided our foundresses in 1846, instilling in our students academic excellence, social concern, and community service, all rooted in our Catholic tradition and the heritage of the Sisters of Mercy. Each of you has such a unique story that brought you to this day. You've had to balance work, family, and classes, and spent countless hours studying. Today, this chapter ends the same way for you all, with a degree from SXU. We all need more inspiring stories right now, stories that will inspire others to stay the course when the going gets tough, stories that showcase the unlimited potential of a person when they follow their dreams. On behalf of the entire SXU community, I thank you for joining us today. We cannot wait to see the next chapter in your story unfold. Congratulations, graduates.
Faithful God, you gift us in so many ways. You have blessed these graduates with abundant talents which have been nurtured here at St. Xavier. We pray that you accompany them as they go out from here to make their mark on a world in desperate need. Send your Spirit upon them to be their helper and guide. Fill them with all the Spirit's gifts of wisdom, understanding, right judgment, courage, knowledge, reverence, wonder, and awe. Help them to know your hope and desire that they be the ones who bring the world that is into greater harmony with the world you intend. Make them advocates for justice, unafraid to address all that diminishes the human person, intent on making this wounded world more wonderful. Loving God, help each of these graduates to know how loved they are by you, that you hold them in the palm of your hand. May they never doubt your care for them with love beyond our comprehension. Joyful God, may these graduates experience satisfaction and fulfillment in living out what they have learned at St. Xavier, that they may serve wisely and compassionately in support of human dignity and the common good. Blessed be your holy name, now and forever. Amen.
Congratulations to each of you upon reaching this significant milestone in your life. My name is Michael Marsden, and I have the privilege of serving as the interim provost here at St. Xavier University. I'm deeply honored to be part of this very special commencement. This event is truly memorable, not just because of the unusual circumstances that we find ourselves in, or even because of the virtual format through which I'm addressing you. It is memorable because of you, the remarkable graduates who make up the class. Since you began your journey here at St. Xavier, you have shown impressive promise. You have deepened your moral character, and you have cultivated an appreciation for the spirit of mercy that permeates our community. Years from now, I hope you'll look back on this virtual ceremony and smile, knowing that you not only persisted, you thrived in spite of the circumstances. You are so much stronger because of the challenges that you faced along the path of your journey. You have completed a journey that you intentionally started, creating a story that you began without knowing how it would ever unfold. But you never gave up. You have shown courage that was sorely tested, and that in itself is a cause of celebration. But as you join me in celebrating this commencement, let's pause to thank all of those who have guided and encouraged you throughout this wonderful journey. Faculty members, university staff, family members, significant others, friends, peers, employers, and maybe even some kind strangers along the way who helped you. Let's give every one of them a shout out of genuine thanks. Graduates, it's now time to commence, to go forward into the world and make it better than you found it. You are well prepared with the powers of critical thought and discernment, guided by the mercy values of compassion, hospitality, and respect. This sets you apart, and it places you on a road of responsibility to lead us all towards better days. Please know that the entire St. Xavier University community believes in you and that we will always be here for you. We look forward to witnessing your life's journey. So please, stay in touch with us.
Welcome to SXU's virtual commencement exercises to commemorate the accomplishments of our graduating classes from the College of Arts and Sciences, Graham School of Management, and School of Nursing and Health Sciences. Today, we celebrate our impressive graduates and express gratitude to students, faculty, staff, family, and friends for their continued patience and support throughout the COVID-19 pandemic. This long-awaited ceremony is an opportunity for us to remember our Mercy heritage and pay tribute to your accomplishments. Your class has experienced a chapter in your educational journey like no other. We commend all of you for continuing to strive for excellence amid all the added stressors associated with the pandemic. Like the early Sisters of Mercy, you have inspired us with your passion, perseverance, and strong sense of purpose. To the families sharing in today's celebration, thank you for entrusting your loved ones to us. We are grateful for the faith you have demonstrated in St. Xavier and the numerous sacrifices you have made so your student could be educated in the Mercy tradition. Your unwavering support, encouragement, and love has made this class possible. St. Xavier's strong academic reputation rests on the accomplishments of our graduates, as well as the distinguished leadership and work of our trustees, faculty, and staff who are dedicated to educating students for competence, character, and career success. During the pandemic, our community quickly shifted to a flexible learning environment, allowing SXU to provide the same great educational experience while keeping our community safe. There are literally hundreds of stories of SXU community members going above and beyond to meet the needs of students and each other. Please join me in thanking all of our units for the amazing work they accomplished to meet the challenges associated with COVID-19. We are most proud of the graduates that we are celebrating today. You are heirs to a proud and noble tradition that calls you to view your education not simply as a private benefit, but as a foundation to inform your service, leadership, and efforts to produce positive change. The true measure of SXU's success is who our graduates become and what they go on to accomplish. We look forward to all the great things that all of you will do in the coming years and encourage you to stay connected so that we can support and continue to celebrate you moving forward. Thanks for being a part of the St. Xavier story, and my very best wishes to each one of you always.
Hello to the graduates, instructors, staff, families, and friends joining us today. Buenos días a mis compañeros, facultad, familia y amigos. It is with great joy to be here speaking to you virtually. I am Angelica Garcia, a first-generation graduate and the first woman in my family to earn a degree. Here in this moment, you are a group of graduates ready to change the world, in the cliché, dreamlike sense, and in the real and matter-of-fact sense. After a year now, we are all college graduates. We put in hours of studying, talking to our professors, sacrificing fun times with our friends, staring at a computer full of notes until they do not even make sense, and dreading finals week. All of that is being rewarded in this moment today. St. Xavier provided us with a platform to find ourselves and find each other, to bring out the best in us, to grow and become our best selves. Thinking about how far I made it gets me to think about how it all started. When I was 8, my mother asked me what I wanted to be when I was older. You know, the question we all get asked so often. I giggled at her with the innocence of a young child and said, "A fashion designer, Mommy," of course, and walked away like a model on a runway. When I arrived at St. Xavier, I still did not have all the pieces put together. I had ideas, goals, obstacles, and reminders, but I couldn't put the puzzle in the correct manner. In my 4-year journey here, I get to leave saying I am a changed person who only grew for the better. Thanks to the opportunity I was given as a tour guide, I am outspoken and my interpersonal skills have flourished. Thanks to the Student Success Program, the office that became my home away from home, I am a better mentor and role model to not only the students that will one day be in our place, but to my sisters as well. The Student Success Program was the backbone of my journey at SXU. On my worst days, my specialists were there to help me get through them. In my proudest moments, they were my biggest fans and support. Campus ministry showed me that vulnerability and faith can be together at one place, and that it is okay not to be okay. Brené Brown stated in one of her books, "I define vulnerability as uncertainty, risk, and emotional exposure," and I agree with that. Campus ministry also helped me understand what serving others is like throughout spring break service trips, teaching me in real time the core values of this institution: respect, excellence, compassion, service, hospitality, integrity, diversity, and learning for life. I've had time to self-reflect on my growth as a college student. Before starting my college experience, I knew that I was entering a completely different world, one for only those who were up for the challenge, a call for all doors, if you will, one that would require my entire commitment. At first, I was not sure I was up for that. Now, I can proudly say I responded to that call. Speaking to visiting families about SXU as a tour guide was not easy, but I studied my script and my performance every day and became good at it. Being a mentee was something I was accustomed to, but as I started to evolve, I became a mentor and a leader to my peers on campus. This call that pushed me to my limits and pushed buttons that hadn't been pushed before. But like how the saying says, "Camarón que se duerme se lo lleva la corriente." In other words, if you aren't alert and focused, the chances will pass and you'll be left with what ifs. Not all growth comes at the cost of sacrifices. Some comes from being taught and taking things away from the lessons learned. Take for an example our Mercy heritage at this school. Inspired by and founded by the Sisters of Mercy, we are meant to search for truth, to think critically, to communicate effectively, and to serve wisely and compassionately in support of human dignity and the common good, which I took to change my way of being. I didn't take no for an answer. If I got a bad score on an assignment, I didn't allow myself to wallow in disappointment, but instead looked for alternatives to improve. With the help of my professors, I thought about things on deeper levels and became dissatisfied with surface level thinking. With the help of my participation in the Chicago Network Future Women Leaders, I was inspired by the women participating and became comfortable with being an inspiration to those who may feel like they can't be at the forefront. Thanks to this institution, I was able to serve my community and grow my network of friends through retreats and networking opportunities. I was not the sleeping shrimp, I was the fearless giant. What is most valuable to me in my growth is my own self. I can now say with honesty that I am proud of my journey and effort. I am proud of my own empowerment, the ability to know that I can change the next place I set my eyes on, if I just be myself. Being strong for those that feel helpless, learning from my superiors, and continuing to break boundaries as a woman of color in the world. Accomplishing my future goals won't be easy, but my parents didn't raise no quitter. This is your story as well. Before I go, I want to remind you of things that you may have forgotten in the midst of this big celebration we are a part of. Be proud of the job you guys did for getting here. Allow yourselves to enjoy this moment in its entirety. None of this was given to anyone. Think back to the long hours of studying, the happy tears we shed, the sad ones too, the study sessions, the dreading feeling of finals week, the excitement of the first day, all the coffee we drank, the shuttle bus rides, getting lost in the halls and not finding your classes, losing your assigned seat, and mentally cursing the person out. Let us enjoy the beauty of this moment in unity and as a pack. Cougars are stronger together, and trust me, the world out there isn't ready for us. Thank you, and God bless.
It is a unique privilege for institutions of higher learning to award honorary doctoral degrees at commencement. This afternoon, we are privileged to award an honorary degree to Mrs. Mary Claire Loftus. I invite President Joyner to the podium.
Thank you all for joining us to celebrate an incredible individual who lives our mission every single day and who has transformed our institution for the better in many remarkable ways. I invite Mary Claire to join me at the podium. It is a singular honor and delight to introduce a longtime friend and passionate advocate of St. Xavier University. Mary Claire graduated from our School of Nursing with a Bachelor of Science in Nursing in 1965 and received her MED from Loyola University Chicago in 1973. Working as a staff nurse and instructor at Mercy Hospital, Mary Claire raised 4 children while embarking on a career of volunteer leadership, including St. Xavier. Mary Claire joined the SXU Board of Trustees, serving from 1996 to 2007 and from 2011 to 2018. She chaired the Scholarship Ball Committee, served on 2 presidential search committees, and participated in the Presidential Advisory Council. She was instrumental in planning the School of Nursing's 75th anniversary celebration, 23 annual SXU Golf Classic events, and the Class of 1965 50th class reunion, spearheading its fundraising efforts to raise more than $60,000. St. Xavier awarded Mary Claire the Sister Dorothy Marie Peshon Award in 2005, recognizing her embodiment of service, compassion, and lifelong learning. Mary Claire and her husband, the late Dr. Gerald Loftus, are among St. Xavier's most generous lifetime donors and supporters. In recognition of their contributions, the Loftus Room, located in Rubloff Hall, was named in their honor, and the couple received the Shield of St. Xavier Award in 2011. Mary Claire's dedication to healthcare and philanthropic commitment to education resulted in the Mary Claire and Gerald Loftus Nursing Scholarship. More recently, she made a substantial commitment to establish the Gerald F. Loftus, MD, and Mary Claire Loftus, RN, MED, endowed professorship. This is the first professorship named after an individual or family in the university's 175-year history. As a proud School of Nursing alumna, Mary Claire has directed this gift to enhance the prestige and the reputation of SXU's nursing program in perpetuity. For this and other pertinent reasons, we are most pleased to confer on Mary Claire Loftus the degree of Doctor of Public Service, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges thereof, done in Chicago on this 17th day of April 2021. And now it is my pleasure to invite Dr. Loftus to deliver her commencement address to our graduates.
Thank you, Dr. Joyner, family, friends, faculty, staff, and graduates of 2020. I'm really honored to be here today, and I'm thrilled to be able to accept this doctorate for public service from the institution I love so much. When I graduated in 1965, I never thought that my life in this university would continue to be so entwined. I hope all of you feel some inkling of the same sense of belonging that I do today. I was an entering freshman to St. Xavier College 60 years ago this year. I gained wonderful lifelong friends, met my husband, Dr. Jerry Loftus, through the nursing experience, and subsequently had 4 children, Mary, Amy, Brian, and Dan. I wanted others to have the same educational opportunity that I had, and I wanted to influence the policy and continue with the Mercy mission. My gratitude birthed a sense of giving. When I was told that I was given this degree, I was both humbled and excited, but of course, it's a little different than I pictured in my head, just as this graduation is perhaps a little different than all of you may have envisioned, all of you students. So let me remind you of that lost vision of how graduation days are supposed to be. We are all congregated in a festive setting. You graduates are robe-clad and shoulder to shoulder in comfortable folding chairs, waiting to hear your name and receive the well-earned diploma. I am with the administrators, trustees, and other honored guests on a stage festooned with St. Xavier banners. When I am introduced, I rise and begin with a funny anecdote before regaling you with words of wisdom shaped by my personal challenges before ending with an inspirational quote. And then I then instantly fade from your collective memories. Well, needless to say, the events of the last 18 months and the unique tsunami of COVID-related derailments have completely changed that vision for us all. Here I stand virtually and hoping that somehow I can help you to make sense of the enormous life changes that have occurred in order to provide some meaning and order. So let me directly address the unique challenges and possibilities and opportunities that you as individuals and as a collective generation face in the wake of this deadly pandemic. I referred to the picture of graduation that I just painted as a lost vision. And I am sure that many of you today feel a particular sense of loss, ranging from the mundane, a lost opportunity to spend a birthday in a bar surrounded by friends, to the tragic, perhaps the loss of a close family member or friend to this deadly disease. And if I were graduating with you today, I would be tempted to wallow in this sense of loss, this void, this abyss. But I challenge each of you to focus on the possible gain, not loss, that life's circumstances have provided you. For I truly believe that in the wake of the circumstances of 2020, yours is a generation that can be the next great generation in our country's long history. By never forgetting the events that have brought us here, and by focusing on the positive lessons learned, I believe that you are positioned to truly change the character of our society and the priorities that guide us. For yours is a generation that could reorder the daily focus of life by never forgetting how wonderful our lives can be. Break time. By never forgetting what it is to shake the hand of a stranger and wonder at the possibilities of a friendship without fear. Never forgetting what it is like to hold a newborn and cuddle and kiss and nestle without a second thought. To be able to play a pickup game of basketball with strangers. To be able to mingle at a wedding and laugh uproariously with friends, new and old. To be able to attend a sporting event or a concert with 80,000 strangers in peace and safety. And to be able to sit shoulder to shoulder with fellow graduates in a warm room and listen to a little old lady humbly brag about her days at SXU. Now, you may feel I'm being a little overdramatic in my message, and perhaps I am. But recent events have knocked us all off our certain centeredness. We have become untethered. For me, this is an existential moment that both confounds and offers new opportunities. I want to offer you a message of hope, perhaps because I need it, but truly because I believe that this is a hopeful moment. I envy you the chance to seize this opportunity, for never before has it become clearer that we are all in this together, that we were put here for each other, that our faiths are bound up inseparably with each other's. To be indifferent to the existence and suffering of others, to harden your heart, will only harm yourselves. The last generation was forged by the desolation of the Great Depression and tempered in the idealistic showdown called World War II. My generation, and I am speaking broadly, started with all good intentions, peace and love, service and goodwill, but ending in dismay by perhaps missing the focus on truly pressing problems of ecology, racial disparity, hunger, safety, equality, and sincere commitment to the common good. We are called on, like never before, to give to our fellow man, give of our time, talent, and treasure. To borrow from the prayer of St. Francis, it is in giving that we receive. Your generation can take the very hard lessons learned recently and reorder priorities in a way that would have seemed impossible a few years ago. You are called on to a new realization of your connectedness to one another through generously giving of yourselves in whatever your future holds. I offer you this challenge. Graduations are a time of celebration, and I do extend a personal congratulations for the enormous achievement that each and every one of you has attained. I applaud your accomplishment. But graduations are also a time of transition, and I hope that you take the time to contemplate what the future can bring in light of the dramatic lessons we have learned of late. I do this thoughtfully. I do this hopefully. And I do this while thinking of my grandchildren and your grandchildren and all of the people that will benefit from the decisions that you make, the priorities you set, and the paths that you forge. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Loftus, for the profound and inspiring speech. St. Xavier community is the most grateful for your steadfast support of the Mercy Mission.
Will the undergraduates and graduate degree candidates from the College of Arts and Sciences please stand? President Joyner and the members of the Board of Trustees, on behalf of the faculty, I certify that the candidates before you have satisfactorily completed the prescribed degree studies for the Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Music, Bachelor of Science, Master of Applied Computer Science, Master of Arts in Teaching, and Master of Science in Medical Sciences.
By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer the Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Music, Bachelor of Science, Master of Applied Computer Science, Master of Arts in Teaching, and the Master of Science in Medical Sciences on these candidates, with all the rights and privileges thereof.
Now I invite the undergraduates from the College of Arts and Sciences to move the tassels on your cap from the right side to the left side. Graduates, by the symbolism of moving your tassels from one side to the other, you now cross over into the full membership in the St. Xavier University National Alumni Association, a distinction of honor and accomplishment. Congratulations, graduates. You may be seated now.
Tiffany R. Abrams, Giselle A. Acosta, Reed M. Adams, Olufemi Oladipo Afolabi, Hillary S. Aguilar Ruano, Laura A. Alcurdi, Amal Al-Ghamdi, Bilal Al-Harsha, Amani K. Aliyah, Juwan L. Allen, Ayat H. Al-Shaheen, Tamara N. Al-Shawit, Sabrine W. Amir, Atef Ananzeh, Leslie I. Anaya, Tiffany N. Ann Davis, Trayvon S. Anderson, Karina L. Arenas, Alexander M. Avila, Samar K. Awad, Natalie Badillo, Abigail V. Bailey, Isaiah L. Bailey, Julie A. Banks, Lucio Barboza, Bridget K. Barker, Jessica L. Barrett, Lillian Barriga, Jennifer Therese Bartman, Blanca A. Becerra, Andrew S. Bergstrand, Timothy M. Bessler, Christopher J. Biernack, Jennifer A. Boardway, Madeline R. Bolster, Carissa L. Brake, Anthony J. Brantley, Abrielle G. Brooks, Elizabeth Brooks, Martina A. Brown, William A. Burback, Matthew Bizdick, Fernanda A. Carabez, Christina A. Carmona, Christina M. Carter, Mar A. Carvajal, Eileen M. Casey, Carla Castrejon, Leah T. Cheh, Francesca A. Sepero, Krista Nicole Chasen, Nicholas K. Chapman, Ashley A. Clovent, Mercedes R. A. Cook, Marissa Peyton Corsiato, Lazaro A. Cortez, Viviana A. Cortez Marquez, Owen Coyle, Jacqueline Craven, Alexandra L. Swick, Hannah L. Dado, Ariana L. Davis, Harold D. Davis, Tiasia D. Davis, Jose E. Del Real, Leslie Delabra Avila, Adon D. Luna, Abby R. Denninger, Martin E. Deskovich, Serena M. D. Diana, Fernando Diaz, Marta Dobrovolsky, Maria L. Dorado, Amber N. Douglas, Michael F. Dybalski, Tomasz Zubek, Bashra El Sayed Elaga, Jennifer L. Element, Carlos Escobedo Jr., Gabriel Esparza Tovar, Kevin Espinosa, Maureen E. Evans, Yasmin D. Fajardo, Chanel S. Fanter, Yasmin O. Farhan, Emma L. Farina, Kimberly K. Farmer, Abdul Faruqi, Michael J. Farrell, Melina L. Feliciano, Adelene Ferreira, Angelica M. Fick, Aaron R. Fleckenstein, Isabel M. Flores, Vanessa Flores, Victoria K. Flores, Luis A. Flores Romero, Edgar Flores Herman, Evelyn M. Ford, Trevor Fox, Zachary J. Frazier, Lauren M. Freeman, Abril Fulgencio, Shannon E. Galvin, Isabel Garay, Alexis Garcia, Alicia J. Garcia, Angelica O. Garcia, Gustavo A. Garcia, Lorena Garcia. Ashley M. Garrett. Tiffany N. Georgakopoulos. Emily A. Goddard. Melissa L. Godoy. Jennifer Gonzalez. Sydney N. Graham. Ashton E. Grauman. Chantel M. Gray. Justin T. Grochowski. Marie Sharon Greskoviak. Diana Guerrero. Brittany Guer. Michael Gutierrez. Kaneka Guy. Luke M. Guzelis. Diana S. Guzman. Rashal Hassan Haddad. Marlena G. Hall. Darius Halupka. Ahmad Omar Hamdan. Mace C. Hassan. Cheyenne C. Hine. Antonio C. Hernandez. Arturo Hernandez. Diana B. Hernandez. Edgar G. Hernandez. Iris A. Hernandez. Janet Hernandez. John Lewis Horvath. Justin C. Hunniford. Jenna L. Hunter. Chi Nu Fuang Quinn. Kishira T. Hiles. Julie A. Iazetto. Mustafa N. Ismail. Renita N. Jackson. Samya S. Jadrawi. Valerie J. Jane. Kelly L. Janosek. Lorena Hauregi. Melissa A. Jimenez. Damian A. Johnson. Tina C. Johnson. Ceci C. Juarez. Deanna Cabro. Abiola I. Kamal. Bridget W. Kapanowski. Marissa A. Kelleher. Ishaq A. Khan. Diana M. Kishta. Andrew C. Klimchak. Jennifer Colette Coyne. Matthew Ksheptovsky. Lauren Marie Labanowskis. Aaron E. Lagrone. Kristen N. Langton. Daniel C. Lass. John J. Lasky. Nora C. Lavine. Joyne G. Leek. Matthew A. Leck. Jasmine D. Lee. Kevin E. Leifker. Nancy A. Lishnitsky. Brianne R. Lewis. Chow-E Lee. Magdalene E. Lycorisis. Daniel Lopez. Yasmin Lopez. Joseph M. Luna. Jessica E. Luvianos. Jocelyn Macias. Michael P. Majewski. Alexandra S. Malibu. Yolotsin I. Mancia. Miranda N. Manis. Johnny Marquez. Adrian Marquez Mara. Alejandra Martinez. Alyssa M. Martinez. Christina M. Martinez. Magdalena Martinez. Marina I. Martinez. Martha Karina Martinez. Rosa M. Martinez. Neil P. Martin. Nicholas J. Mastay. Dunia Ahmed Mataria. Rachel R. May. Corey Lynn McVeigh. Lori McCabe. Allison M. McCafferty. Edward A. McDaniel. Monique McHerron. Jessica A. McKee. Daniel J. McLaughlin. Aaron T. McLaughlin. Jasmine Medina. Jocelyn Medina. Samantha Medrano. Sevim Memisovsky. Joanna Mena. Aurelio Mendez. Natalie P. Mendez. James M. Mercado. Sahar Merjmak. Joshua Meyer. Emily W. Nikoliajeski. Karina M. Michaels. Ryan C. Menard. Nicholas M. Minella. Erica L. Mall. Matthew David Monahan. LaShanta S. Moore. Antonio Elijah Morales. Vanessa Moreno. Brian Moylan. Jennifer Munoz Patino. Naima A. Nabout. Ariel Nako. Dragan Nikin. Maruf A. Obalola. Dennis M. O'Brien. Nicole Taylor O'Donnell. Elizabeth A. O'Hearn. Patrick D. O'Kelly. Leonardo A. Olmos. Teresa K. Orr. Demary M. Pietz. Ryan R. Palmso. Michael A. Pantano. Jonathan Patino Sanchez. Jacqueline Pavalonis. Sequoia Janae Pelayo, Daniel Peralta, Melissa E. Persick, Eric Perez, Evelyn Perez, Melissa Perez, Serena M. Perez, Viviana I. Perez, Madison H. Petrusevsky, Alexandra H. Phillips, Megan K. Phillips, Saverio Pinto, Mary Kate A. Pipolo, LaJoya M. Porter, Karen E. Powell Frost, Jacob N. Puente, Kevin J. Quaid, Brennan R. Quick, Jacqueline E. Randolph, Ricardo Rangel, Jonathan T. Rapaz, Kelly M. Riley, Nicholas J. Reinert, Megan M. Remias, Daniel Reyes, Mario Reyes Jr., Mary E. Reynolds, Nicholas C. Rhodes, David A. Rigor, Rebecca Ann Ritter, Salma V. Rodriguez, Christina V. Roman, Lizera Romero, Aiden J. Rowe, Anna Marie R. Rudek, Ronaldo D. Rueda Vega, Amanda M. Ruskowski, Timothy L. Ryan, Isra J. Salah Hamide, Courtney M. Saldana, Daniel O. Samaniego, Alondra D. Sanchez, Annette A. Sanchez, Marisol Sandoval, Bianca Santoyo, Karina Saucedo, Tyler David Shippets, Annalise E. Scott, Matthew J. Scott, Nicholas H. Segura, Jordan T. Shake, Amy A. Shaw, Rebecca D. Sebrandt, Maricela Silva, Therese Margaret Simpson, Martin Scaraya, Jessica M. Scores, Robert B. Scrobot, Daniel A. Scoopian, Sean Christopher Slattery, Dias T. Smith, Emma Ruth Smith, Jabria A. Smith, Karen P. Solano, Jahina Jamal Suman, David Soto, Mariela Soto, Abby E. Sowak, Miranda D. Stamps, Robert J. Stashik, Noah G. Steinberg, Ashton B. Steinfott, Maggie S. Stimmick, Colleen M. Sullivan, Laura A. Sullivan, Megan K. Sullivan, Isa Z. Swice, Kathy K. Stretch, Dinah E. Tadros, Lillian A. Tadros, Adasia R. Taylor, Francesca Cayman Chachawa, Robert J. Terrazano, Taja A. Thomas, Jacqueline Tashina, Amin A. Tamalie, Samira Toribio, Caesar Michael Torres, Maria Yvonne Torres, Olivia L. Torres, Paul K. Tran, Aaliyah C. Tripp, Alexandria M. Turk, Amira L. Turner, Delfina T. Urbina, Dulce A. Valdepena de Jesus, Elise M. Valencia, Ivan M. Valencia, Brandon A. Vargas, Eric R. Vargas, Laura Vasquez, Nicholas F. Vasquez, Lizette Vega, Esmeralda Velasco, Jadira S. Verduzco, Marco A. Vergara, Brittany R. Vermillion, Jessica F. Verner, Marianne H. Versetto, Marissa N. Vins, James L. Vittori, Mackenzie M. Ward, Jacob C. Wasick, Amber E. Waters, Jamari T. Watson, Sarah L. Wellbaum, Margaret M. Whalen, Rosalind White, Gabriel J. Vitic, Jacob D. Williams, Victoria E. Williams, Amber R. Woods, David W. Wusky, Jenna K. Yassine, Stephanie L. Young, Dominika T. Zaradnicek, Michael D. Zarnovsky, Jinan K. Zayed, Hadil W. Zaydan, Haley R. Zinken, Benjamin A. Zordani, Madeline R. Zeiker, Damian R. Zilski,
Will the undergraduate and graduate degree candidates from the Graham School of Management please stand? President Joyner and members of the Board of Trustees, on behalf of the faculty, I certify that the candidates before you have satisfactorily completed the prescribed studies for the Bachelor of Business Administration, the Master of Business Administration, and the Master of Science degrees.
By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer on these candidates the Bachelor of Business Administration, the Master of Business Administration, and the Master of Science degrees with all the rights and privileges thereof.
Now I invite the undergraduates from the Graham School of Management to move the tassels on your caps from the right side to the left side. Graduates, by the symbolism of moving your tassel from one side to the other, you now cross over into full membership in the St. Xavier University National Alumni Association, a distinction of honor and accomplishment. Congratulations, graduates. You may be seated.
Omar Mazen Abdelatif, Alexandria E. Abed, Sabrina Abu Mazer, Islam Anis Abu Abaid, Jada B. Akins, Haneen Amra, Eric Avila, Manuel Baeza Jr., James D. Barista, Sereno Barrera, Kathleen L. Bennett, Besnik Basimi, Deanna L. Bonder, Christopher J. Boyd, Jasmine S. Brock, Timothy M. Brokaw, Jeanette Buendia, Justina K. Banyovska Mate, Ariel A. Butler, Daniel J. Burdak, Sergio Calderon, Glenda K. Carius, Takia S. Carr, Tara Carey Carson, Felix Castanon, Jason Cooper Cartwright, Roque D. Castro, Chi-Wen Chen, Shaylin D. Chernyavsky, Sheila Marie Connolly, Megan Marie Conroy, Carla Corral, Joseph J. Cosenza, Jamin T. Craig, George Daniel Crosby, Mariusz Saja, Dominic C. Davis, Roxette de la Isla, Josephine M. DeLisi, Rachel Claire Deller, Vito Anthony Delorta, Jose Ramon Diaz, Marisol Diaz, Ahmed Al-Dobuni, Joseph V. Dodero, Joseph C. Doyle, William Dudley, Jacqueline F. Dibas, Sebastian Zubek, Daniel Ebert Balsano, Jessica Escalante, Neil J. Evans, Owen I. Falk, Ariel A. Farnby, Michael R. Farnham, Rhonda M. Fagigi, Matthew L. Fitzgerald, Odalis Fitzpatrick, Gabriel Flores, Alex Frankie, Nicole M. Gagliardi, Jack A. Gaynor, Agata Gall, Megan Elizabeth Garcia, Lucas Gavran, Christian L. Gill, Matthew P. Gile, Marissa C. Golishevsky, Alec R. Gomez, Charlotte Gertrude Gonzalez, Adrian Marie Goodman, Samantha Gorski, Amber R. Grafin, Paula Sanders Gray, Priscilla Guereca, Jeremiah L. Guernsey, Adam Neil Halim, Salma Hamadi, Colleen Hanrahan, Tyra A. Harrington, Samuel W. Hatton, Matthew P. Hayes, Shannon E. Haynes, Juan S. Hernandez, Oscar E. Hernandez, Pedro C. Hernandez, Sandy Hernandez, Erica S. Herring, Nicole Huffman, Jean Eric Hugh, Suzelle Ibarra, Ashley Paris Jackson, Brenton R. Johnson, John Henry Johnson, Uver B. Jones, John Anthony Yurchev, Leticia A. Kaner, Alexandra Victoria Kashuba, Brian Lee Kelly, Colleen M. Kelly, Miriam H. Kalek, Ashley Ann Kilcoyne, Cody W. Clover, Natalia Klekotko, Sergey Clements, Miranda C. Conley, Kylie J. Cripple, Aaron R. Coomer, O'Dallas Laura, Jessica A. Lassard, Jonathan W. Lestarchik, Brian M. Lippman, Timothy S. Love, Sarah C. Luce, Camille J. Maka, David P. Marciano, Maria C. Marquez, Sarah L. Marshevsky, Alex J. Martinez, Joseph P. Mackerlane, Michael S. McGinnis, Brittany M. Meeker, Yarisa V. Mejia, Tomas A. Melendez, Juan Mendiola Jr., Christian Mahalik, Theodore F. Mirasol, Katura Levon Mitchell. Melanie H. Moore. Patrick Moore. Leslie Moriera. Martin Moreno. Christopher T. Moser. Kelly K. Murphy. Catherine E. Musa. Hatim Nassan. Christian Nava. Claudia Y. Nosal. Bariella G. Neon. Omar S. Obeydat. Tina Olson. Evelyn Yael Orapeza. Abigail Ortiz. Yaritza Patino. Alex H. Patton. Lindsay J. Penn. Cindy P. Peralta. William B. Perez. Camille Petretite. Brittany L. Petrowski. Diana Piate. Matthew R. Pollock. Elvin Poole Jr. Alexander J. Prufer. Patricia Shibiwovich. Angela Lucia Pusateri. Claudia M. Puskars. Fabiola Rabadan. Fauzi A. Ramadan. Vicente Ramirez. Norberto J. Ramos. Elizabeth A. Rapaz. Haley Madison Ryer. Nayeli I. Renteria. Dale F. Riley. Alicia Robertson. Erica J. Rodea Campa. Roberto Rodriguez. Sean P. Rowland. Anibal Anthony Romo. Ruben M. Saavedra. Malak Mohammed Salah. Craig A. Salerno. Tariq Samhan. Francisco Sanchez. Sebastian M. Santiago. Taryn Margaret Scanlon. Daniel W. Shafrat. Raalat Shewu. Anthony James Simulus. Chris Skarapinski. Nicholas J. Scarvin. Carolina Slobby. Michael D. Smart. Laura A. Smith. Jennifer N. Soto. Natalie Startek. David A. Strong. Vanessa Suchecki. Mark R. Swice. Angelica Stiptop. Matosh Schlachta. Fioni A. Tejeda. Patricia L. Terry. Taylor A. Tillman. Jason P. Toms. Sarah J. Tully. Kyra Turner, Malgorzata Tumil, Eduardo J. Valadez, Rafael Valencia, Stephanie Valencia, Emma Vanegas, Daniel J. Vasquez, Julian A. Villa, Lauren C. Voital, William James Walsh, Joyce Wences, Nia N. Westbrook, Mitchell A. Wittenhall, Devin K. Wycliffe, Joseph D. Wild, Sarah C. Williams, Adelaide G. Yamiogo, Yasin M. Yasin, Kewana L. Zachary, Diana C. Zambrano, Katarzyna Zapotoczny, Nick Zater, Ronnie Zaydan.
Will the undergraduate and graduate degree candidates from the School of Nursing and Health Sciences please stand? President Joyner and members of the Board of Trustees, on behalf of the faculty, I certify that the candidates before you have satisfactorily completed the prescribed studies for the Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Master of Science, and Master of Science in Nursing degrees.
By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer on these candidates the Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Master of Science, and Master of Science in Nursing degrees with all the rights and privileges thereof.
Now I invite the undergraduates from the School of Nursing and Health Sciences to move the tassels on your caps from the right side to the left side. Graduates, by the symbolism of moving your tassels from one side to the other, you now cross over into full membership in the St. Xavier University National Alumni Association, a distinction of honor and accomplishment. Congratulations, graduates. You may be seated.
Yasmin S. Abdallah, Amjad Abdel Rahim, Doa F. Abdo, Aya H. Abdul Kader, Felicia Abu, Yasmin A. Abu Abaid, Saman S. Ahmed, Zina S. Alaiwi, Andrea M. Albright, Samantha A. Allen, Saja Al-Najjar, Shada K. Al-Sheikh, Noor Al-Shride, Graciela Asensio, Alyssa P. Aurelio, Allison L. Baker, Tammy Lee Balzer, Liza Nicole Batty, Devin K. Bax, Magdalena Bednars, Patrick Michael Beglin, Kina Bicolsius, Nicole Bohensky. Eric R. Brower. Charlotte R. Brown. Matthew G. Brown. Sheila Burns. Brianna L. Capel. Nicole V. Cardona. Julius D. Carter. Francesca Caruso. Ileana A. Casso. Cecile Fontias Castro. Sharon M. Chaco. Darylyn T. Chambers. Margaret Chaussee. Eric K. Christensen. Jelen Ashley E. Chua. Julia L. Chung. Carly Lee Sarala. Sarah C. Clisham. Moira I. Collins. Helene T. Corbett. Dorsey Celia Covarrubias. Timothy R. Cruz. Matthew Aaron Culver. Norman S. Dake. Tara Danielak. Rachel M. Davidson. Ashley M. Day. Megan Diedrich. Nina M. DeFala. Melissa Del Mauro. Eileen Delgado. Jessica Delgado. Diamond D. Dickerson. Maureen E. Dickman. Albertina DiMartino. Anna M. Dlugopolsky. Sarah M. Dreyer. Jessica L. Easterhouse. Jenna A. Ellis. Nor S. Elmosa. Jenna M. Embry. Heidi L. Erdman. Gabriella Falco. Nicole Falco. Mayri A. Fay. Elizabeth B. Fernandez. Jonathan Fernandez. Rachel L. Fiedler. Karen Fitch. Haley E. Fletcher. Thomas P. Flight. Alexis Forte. Anita F. Frazier. Alyssa A. Furman. Ashley M. Galassini. Shannon Ann Gangler. Hannah E. Garcia. Natalia M. Garcia. Stephanie Garcia. Stephanie P. Garnica. Nisha George. Megan A. Gertis. Alyssa N. Gilman. Katie M. Gilmartin. Madeline R. Getz. Catherine L. Gonhalakar. Zoria S. Gonzalez. Brianna N. Graffio. Christine M. Green. Nicole L. Guerra. Stephanie R. Guerrero. Eileen M. Haas. Raina K. Holleen. Sarah F. Hamuda. Shayla Hampton. Angelica S. Harbin. Tiffany Harston. Aya A. Hassan. Lily Heine. Jennifer L. Henson. Lizette Hermosillo. Stephanie A. Hernandez. Alina Hernandez Esquive. Liliana Herrera. Megan K. Hofer. Ann M. Hogan. Gabriel Holtman. Joanna Horball. Hannah G. Horstman. Kiana Horton. Tamia E. Hudson. Rebecca L. Hughes. Fethea Ismail. Sarah Ismail. Alyssa Jacobs. Rachel L. Janke. Isabella M. Jarris. Dimitri G. Joe. Hajaratu Yabom Yusuf Bangura. Rosalind M. Kalal. Stephanie M. Kane. Carolina E. Karpinska. Victoria L. Kielman. Dana Grace Kenzerski. Janice N. Kinney. Beata Kloskowska. Richard D. Lanham. Celeste M. Lara. Taylor M. Lattimore. Sarah Whitney Lauder. Sarah A. Lawrence. Emily J. Laws. Christian T. Lett. Jessica A. List. Michelle K. Lombardo. Demi M. Lopez. Eric Lopez. Jenna Marie Lowry. Alexis G. Lux. Kelly J. Lyden. Ashley McCausland. Serene Mahmood. Catherine R. Malian. Hadil A. Majid. Grace N. Malatich. Camille Manzano Mangera. Michael T. Markosovic. Alessandra A. Martinez. Emily Marie Mayer. Meredith R. McGuffey. Catherine M. McHugh. Danielle A. McKenna. Karen Medina. Madeline Mello. Kara M. Melvin. Olivia R. Mergenthaler. Ava F. Milkut. Sabrina A. Milan. Courtney M. Mineko, Gabrielle Minin, Yasmina Merkovich, Ashley R. Miller, Stephen Miss, Chelsea Elizabeth Mitchell, Aya Mizyed, Allison M. Malars, Araceli Munoz, Carolina Munoz, Giselle Murillo, Tracelyn M. Michalski, Anne E. Nashimbeni, Angela Marie Michaud, Aaron H. Normoyle, Carlisle Marie Nottingham, Alexis S. Nowak, Margaret M. O'Brien, Alan G. Ocampo, Marina A. Ocasio, Mary June O'Connell, Megan M. O'Connor, Katie M. O'Halloran, Bianca N. Ortiz, Helema F. Oatman, Jocelyn Pacheco, Brittany N. Pajak, Samantha C. Pakula, Christina May Paulson, Nikia Marie Pierce, Alexander V. Pendleton, Sierra L. Peterson, Zachary R. Pierce, Christine M. Pisarchik, Aaron P. Stagg, Catherine M. Platt, Tabitha Frank Keena, Kaylee M. Quinn, Yahira Ramirez, Ricardo Ramos, Jerome H. Redmond, Haley Ryder, Grace C. Reynoso, Katrina N. Rice, Janet Roa, Alejandro A. Rocha, Tasia A. Rogers, Maria R. Riktarczyk, Brooke D. Sanchez, Emilio Saucedo, Kristen M. Schaefer, Brittany L. Saratella, Sarah A. Shoemaker, Janika Sidler, Margaret M. Siegert, Monica Salunas, Don Neil Sim, Alexandra A. Smith, Brittany N. Smith, Sarah K. Smith, Madison W. Soderstrom, Jessica A. Sota, Ashley M. Stagner, Raven J. Stanfield, Julia C. Stasek, Alexandra E. Stroh, Caitlin M. Struben, Mary E. Sullivan, Joseph M. Switek, Natalie M. Taff, Annie Thomas, Paul Tianco, Jessica R. Tump, Claire E. Tracy, Jill Ellen Vaklovic, Ella Leah Vallejo, Jacqueline May Vander Z, Danielle E. Velasquez, Brandon J. Vida, Amy M. Villalobos, Lizette Villarreal, Colin J. Grobick, Ellen A. Wallace, Hannah M. Waller, Nikita I. Waller, Tiffany S. Warren, Natalie Watson, Madeline A. Welter, Yatsik Wezolowski, Kaylee J. Wolf, Autumn Dawn Woods, Lindsay C. Young, Jana Zaden.
Hi everyone, my name is Taylor Porter, and I would first like to say congratulations. I am extremely honored and delighted to share this amazing celebration with each of you today as a fellow alum. I graduated from St. Xavier University in 2018 with a degree in communication. On behalf of the SXU National Alumni Board and the over 40,000 SXU alumni around the world, congratulations and welcome to the SXU Alumni Association. COVID-19 has changed our lives over the past year, but what never wavered was your commitment to your education and St. Xavier's commitment to you. But it was ultimately your perseverance to finish despite mounting obstacles that got you here today. Each of you has demonstrated resilience and courage, the same strength and courage you will need throughout your life. We all chose SXU for a different reason. Personally, I chose SXU because of its communication and liberal arts program, its class sizes, and its ideal location. Some were excited by the accredited business curriculum, others were intrigued with the nationally recognized nursing program, and some of you may have followed in the footsteps of a family member or friend. Just a few years ago, you all made a choice to achieve a higher education. And throughout this unprecedented time, you all made a choice to finish and graduate. In life, everything will continue to come down to a choice. Now, the time has come again for you to make another. I encourage each of you to choose to put your St. Xavier education into action and live the Mercy mission in your daily work. Your degree will open new doors for you, affording you opportunities to better yourself, your families, and your communities. But like these last 4 years, none of those choices will come easily or automatically. You must choose to remain dedicated and continue to accomplish your dreams, because it does not end here. While on your journey, if one process isn't working, try another. Use your skills, knowledge, experience, and trust yourself. I have overcome many challenges in life thanks to what I learned at St. Xavier, and believe me, each and every single one makes you stronger. Learn from each challenge, embodying SXU's core values of respect, compassion, and excellence along the way. Remember, St. Xavier's doors are always open to you, and they will continue to be open to the future generations of students who, like you, will one day make a choice to achieve their dreams as well. Remember, the generous donations of alumni and friends helped ease some of your financial burdens throughout scholarships and program support. You now have the power to give back and help future SXU students in the same way. Once again, congratulations and welcome to the SXU National Alumni Association.
Graduates, honored guests, and members of our extended community, we have come to the close of this ceremony. We are grateful for your support of our students and for adjusting alongside us during this time. SXU is honored to be part of your story. We look forward to witnessing the rest of your lives unfold. Be sure to stay in touch by joining the Alumni Association and keeping us updated. We want to know about your careers, your families, and your successes. May God bless you and keep you safe and healthy. Congratulations.